everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back. So today's daily tip is really a tip that works with a lot of different types of events. And that is, how do you come up with, number one, and how do you incorporate a theme into your event? Now, it could be a wedding, it could be a quinces, it could be a mitzvah. There's so many different types of events, but I will tell you that there's definitely a way to really subtly, but at the same point, make it so classy and so elegant, but just undeniably make sure that you have a theme in your event. For weddings, quinces, mitzvahs, actually all of them can come up with the same themes. You could have now Beauty and the Beast, which is so in with the movie coming out. I mean, I think that's a great way to go ahead and put it through. Being from staging to just the dresses, the colors of the dresses. They don't have to be the actual costume or the actual look from Beauty and the Beast, but you do want to make sure that you have the color in there, that you have those subtle hues throughout your linens, your napkins, your menu cards, your charger plates, your florals, etc., your invitation. Remember that the invitation is the very first glimpse into what your theme and feel of your event's going to be. For a quinceañera, as well as for a mitzvah, I would tell you that staging is so important. You want to make sure that you transform that room, that when they walk in through the door, it is undeniable that that's where they are. I've had from the Titanic to, again, Beauty and the Beast, to feeling like you're in Italy with the gondola, like if you're in Venice, to, God, everything under the sun, Japan, Tokyo. Think of what your theme is going to be. That's first and foremost. You have to decide what the theme is going to be. Once you decide what the theme is going to be, you have to then take that and break it down into your details. Look at the color. Make sure you keep your color scheme throughout. Make sure that your stationery, which is, again, your invitation, your place cards, your scroll that tells everybody where they're going to sit, or however you're going to do it if it's not place cards, or your picture, etc., with where everyone is sitting, and then your menu cards. You want to make sure that all of this really just ties in together. That's super, super, super important. Another thing that's important is how you mix your color scheme. So for example, if your linen is one color, you want to make sure that your charger plate and napkin are the other color, and you're kind of tying those accents in so that it's done in an elegant way, but that you have that color scheme throughout. Then you always, in every single one of these events, you need to make it memorable. So you need to come up with what your memorable detail is going to be. Is it going to be a dessert station? Is it going to be a photo booth? Is it going to be your dance floor wrapped? They wrap dance floors now that you're able to go ahead and put your monogram or the name of the mitzvah, girl or boy, or the quinceañera. Is there going to be a special dance, like for the quinces and the mitzvah? Is there going to be a special dance that's going to happen, not only through your own choreography or entrance, but some type of entertainment, which ties back into a wedding as well. You could have an entertainer come out and dance and do a show on your dance floor as everyone's eating their meal. These little memorable things are really what not only hold the theme throughout, but what makes people remember your event. And that's the most important thing. Are they going to remember your event when they leave? Did they have a blast? Was the food and the drinks amazing? Did they dance all night long? If dancing's important to you, you make sure you have the DJ that's really gonna go ahead and make it an amazing event, or a band for that matter. But you wanna make sure that every single one of these little details tie into your theme, tie into your color scheme, and everything down to naming your tables. I'm a major fan of naming tables. I don't number tables. I wouldn't feel very well if I was invited to your event and I'm in table 19, as an example, that movie that's coming out right now, and I'm on table 19. No, I would not feel very important to you, because I'm at least probably person 190 on your list then at that point. So I'm not very important to you. However, if I'm sitting in Italy, if I'm sitting in Rome, if I'm sitting in Belle for Beauty and the Beast and you name them, you know, different things like that. Or for a mitzvah, let's say the boy, let's say it's a bat mitzvah, and the boy is really into sports. If I'm sitting in football or I'm sitting in baseball or, you know, what have you, I'm gonna feel a lot more important because I don't know if I'm number 1 on your list or I'm number 20 on your list or number 200 for that matter, because every table then is exactly equal. And these again are those little tiny details. If you're going to do a dessert station, yeah, a million people have done dessert stations before. Okay, fine. But how are you gonna make yours different? Are you going to incorporate your name if it's a quinceañera or a mitzvah? Or if it's a wedding, are you going to incorporate your monogram? Are you going to make it something very special and personal to the couple or to the girl or the boy? Again, if they like sports, why don't you have each one of the different desserts kind of cover a different sports theme? Maybe his favorite teams, because he might have one favorite team for football and a different favorite team for baseball and a different one for basketball. So you go ahead and put that color scheme and his name there. If it's a quinceañera, maybe she has a variety of favorite colors. Or again, if it's a theme, how I mentioned Beauty and the Beast, just let's go with that. You have one that really incorporates Belle, one that really incorporates the Beast, one that really incorporates Lumiere, etc., etc., etc. And if it's a couple, maybe they're gonna go on a honeymoon and to a variety of countries, or maybe they've traveled a lot already in their relationship. So why not have different desserts that represent those different locations where they've traveled? Cannolis, let's say, as an example, for Italy, or tiramisu. When you're going then to France, you do a macaroon or an opera, and so on. You just have to think a little bit outside of the box. Make your event personal to you, no matter what, no matter what. Again, no matter which one of these types of events you're having, it should be personal to you. It should scream that this is your event once they walk in through the door. Regardless of the details or what you utilize or how you utilize it, you want to make sure that it totally and completely represents you, because that is the most important thing at the end of the day. Give them something to memorize, or give them, not to memorize, give them something to remember, and make it memorable to you as well by making it very personal. I hope this tip for the day helped, and don't forget, keep coming back every day for the quick tip of the day.